All right, welcome back to another full self-driving video. We have a new update. So we got the most recent update for 14.2.1 on full self-driving. So the previous version was just a 14.2. Now this is 14.2.1. I'm not exactly sure what it addresses. There is release notes here, but they didn't really change this a lot. Between the 0.1 update, 2.1 update, it kind of looks the same. So again, upcoming improvements, overall smoothness and sentience, parking spot selection, and parking quality. This is upcoming improvements. So we'll see how it fares. We're going to go over to where I normally work, which is at the mall in San Jose. We'll see how we get there. Actually, I want to go to specific Winchester parking garage. Okay, so we'll go ahead and hit start, self-driving. Just a tap, and we're on our way. What I like to change, so I noticed that at least in 14.2, hurry mode feels like the new standard. I don't know how else to explain it. Before, standard would, at least on the highway, standard would keep you around in the middle lanes versus to the far right, which is much slower, versus far left, which is much faster. So it'd stick around the middle sometimes, and then sometimes a little bit to the left, but not super far left. And like that's about normal. But with standard, I noticed it wouldn't really keep up with a lot of traffic, and especially if the traffic was faster than the speed limit. And so it looks like hurry mode is kind of taking that spot where it would normally go with the flow of traffic, not excessively speed, but get up to a nice speed that's a little bit faster than the rest of the, or faster than chill, right? Or what standard was before. And so we also have Mad Max. I think between Hurry and Mad Max, I honestly feel that Hurry should be the new standard. They did reduce or it feels like they reduced the speed limit for standard. And so it doesn't feel like it's keeping up with the flow of traffic even in city street destinations. Anyway, this is kind of a long 21-minute drive. I'll chime in here and there, but for the most part, this should be fast forwarded. And then once we get to our destination, though, we will have a parking garage test because, yeah, this is a parking garage and I have it set. If I swipe this over to, instead of at destination, it's going to park at the parking garage. So there's the only options. And yeah, we'll just let it drive. Should be smooth drive, no traffic. Just good news. All right. All right, so quickly, this is what I'm talking about. We're on hurry mode, and we're still only on the second lane to the far right at this moment. And in previous versions of FSD 14, I think it was maybe 14.1.2, hurry would honestly take me to the far left. And there were some instances where for hurry, like only standard would keep me away from the HOV lane. And I think there was some sort of hiccup where I think you could see it in my previous video where I was going the same route. On standard mode or on hurry mode, it would automatically put me into the HOV lane even when I didn't want to. And I had it toggled here in the settings to disable use of HOV lanes. And for whatever reason, it would still put me in an HOV lane on hurry mode. And now we're on for the latest version of FSD 14.2.1, and we're on hurry mode, and we're still just cruising. And honestly, everyone else around me is going a little bit faster. So this is probably where I turn on Mad Max, which I will, because it looks like the speed limit's 55 here, and with hurry mode, it's only going 10 over the speed limit. But I'm honestly pretty sure that this is 65. We can go 75 at least, or at least with the flow of traffic. So I will increase it here. We're going to go to Mad Max. There we go. Mad Max, which is scroll of this wheel here. And I know a lot of folks, maybe if you're watching this, you have the new free trial update. Maybe I'll post a link in my description for referral link, but you can get 3 months of extra FSD if you're going to buy a new car or anything like that. Um, and I think I get some kickback, but use it if you'd like. If you don't have a Tesla already, I think. And so here we moved to Mad Max, and I think in previous versions of FSD, Mad Max would immediately move me over to the far left lane. I guess I'm kind of glad it doesn't do that anymore, but some instances I wish it would. And I guess it's really not that big of a deal. I would have to just take over, and by take over, I don't mean actually like grab the wheel or anything. I can hit any of my blinkers, left or right, and it'll tell the car to move to which lane I want it to. But as of right now, the only thing that I did to touch my wheel was just to increase the driving profile from hurry to Mad Max. And even then, even on Mad Max, we did get up to 75 about, but we're still in this same lane. We actually haven't changed. Oh, it's still too bright. But we haven't really changed much in terms of lane changing. So seems a little bit docile in terms of lane changing. I know Mad Max, it felt like, I think when it was introduced, Mad Max felt like it was going to constantly switch lanes to uh, basically get in front, drive Mad Max mode, as you would think. And anyway, we'll see. Okay. So far, so good. No issues going on to the on ramp or off ramp and making these curves. This is a FSD's first time going through here, but yeah, we'll see if parking has changed or adjusted at all. The last time we did it, it parked pretty well on its own when entering the parking garage. The the fun thing about the last time was the gate to grab the ticket was open, so I didn't have to reach out and grab a ticket. And a good test for this time would be to see if the car would pull over a little bit closer to the ticketing machine so that I can grab it. If not, that's going to be a pain in the butt to kind of reach for and grab, but we shall see. Nice smooth turn. And we're trying to get into this parking garage. No, it's not a parking spot. I wanted to go into the garage, see if it adjusts. Okay, wasn't expecting that. Um, I guess I didn't see the chains there, so that's not a good look for 14.2.1 so far. So much for sentience. That was kind of funny. But yeah, so we'll see how close it gets to the ticketing machine to see if I can go grab it. I think I've done it once, and it didn't actually get near the machine. The one time that I wasn't recording and was trying to use FSD in a parking garage, but we'll see. As long as I don't hit the curb here, then we're good. Should have space here. It's good. Well done. And I want to be hugging the left side Let's pull up the camera. We got some more room. I'm not a tall person, so it's going to be a bit of a reach for me. So long as I can get it. Get a little bit closer. Not that close. Okay, so I have to press this accelerator. All right. I'm left off now. I'm not touching it at all. And we'll see how it does for parking. Again, I wish I could tell it where I want to park it because I prefer the second story, second level parking garage. So this guy has a stop sign to my left. We have the right of way. And I'm sure the second story parking garage has a little bit more wiggle room here. So the car thought for a moment that there was an open spot, but there wasn't. We have a full stop, and we're making a left turn. A little bit too close to those pedestrians there, especially one old grandma. Kind of felt bad. Probably shouldn't have done that. Would have waited for them a little bit longer. And so this is it, trying to look for a parking spot. I know it's kind of dim in here. Oh, look at that. The reverse light's on? No, not anymore. Okay, never mind then. So we'll see what it wants to do now. It's going to make a right or a left. Wants to make a right. At least it still has its blinker on. And I don't want it to go park at the charging spot because I'm not looking to pay for charging today. I'm at 68%. It's plenty to get me through my shift here. I'm not running low. Okay, it does want to park me in and not even... Okay. All right. Spoke too soon. Had the blinker on. Tricked me. So we're actually just going to make a standard left turn. And I don't think there's any spaces. Hunting around for parking in a busy parking garage. Can it go to the second story by itself? Oh. I would have taken a right turn. This time, is it going to take the charging spot? No. Wants to take a right. At some point, I might have to take over because I have to get to work. So, lots of pedestrians here. It's going very slow and cautiously. Very well done. Gonna take another right? No. Watching out for cars and pedestrians. It's doing very well. Okay. Forced right turn. I think the car may not have wanted to go right initially, but because that Tesla didn't stop properly. So I would rather just have it go on the second floor, but I don't know if it's capable of doing that by itself. All right, it's just gonna constantly hunt. I'm gonna have it hunt on the second floor. How about that? It's easier that way. Where's this guy gonna go? All right. Yeah, I don't want to keep doing loops forever. So I am taking over. No FSD engaged right now. I'm gonna take this right turn. All right, so we got some spaces here. We got, I presume, probably plenty of spaces. So let's engage Mad Max. Although it's not gonna be going Mad Max here. All right, second story, we'll see how this goes, where it wants to park. I'm gonna assume that there's at least more spots. Definitely way more spots down there. Does it want to park me far? Yes, it does. Sure, why not? Whatever, there's plenty of spots. And it's gonna park me nose first. Nose first. Okay. And is the parking job good? It even threw its own warning and it didn't really stop. It said, yeah, I'll keep going, it's fine. Are we backing in? Oh, I thought I was just gonna adjust this parking for once. Interesting. It got me twice, it tricked me twice. All right, so much for sentience. Now it's just playing pranks. Okay, so turn off the lights and that's it. We've done self-driving all the way through. Well, minus a little bit of a takeover there. But yeah, so this is 14.2.1 since charge. I mean, well, I've used 17.4 miles this latest drive, 274.4 watt hours per mile. I've been keeping the cabin pretty warm in here with the heater, and I apparently had the steering wheel heater on for a while, but anyhow, 274 isn't too bad, I don't think. I have the 2024 Model 3 Performance, in case you're new here. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more FSD content. Thank you. Bye. All right, I'm back. Just finished up the shift. It's very short one here. But we're gonna head home. I already got the navigation set. We're gonna start trying to leave this parking lot. Again, we're on the second floor. I don't know how well it's gonna do. I don't think I've had it do this before, but I'm gonna hit full self-driving. I'm not touching the wheel or anything or the gas. I'll let you know when I do any inputs. But yeah, we'll see how smart this is in terms of trying to leave. And already it should have turned left when it turned right. At least that's the easiest way. But maybe it didn't know that. Okay, I'll give it benefit of the doubt. Yeah, I just want to see how well this goes. I will end the video once we get on the highway or so, or maybe once we even leave this parking garage. But yeah, as of right now, this is 14.2.1. This is interesting. I haven't had to do this just yet in terms of leaving the parking garage by itself. And we're just trying to make sure everything is safe. Yeah, we're good on the right side. All done. So we're gonna watch it think in real time on how to get out of here. So this is that sentience stuff, enhanced sentience, which is supposedly coming in a future update. But as of right now, it has some method of thinking. And I like how it moved around the pedestrians here. We should be making this left, but it doesn't know that. It doesn't know that. Okay. So we're gonna make our rounds until we finally see, unless there's a clear sign that that we can get out of here. Hopefully we won't have to do too many loops. That would suck. But okay. This is good so far. I'm clearing room for that person on the right. We can't take a right here. This is not another exit. It thinks it might be, but it's not. It's not. So it realizes it. Okay, good. I was afraid it was just gonna pull up to it and do nothing. This is one way to get out if it goes all the way straight toward the end here. Don't make this left and then you'll figure it out. Good stop for this pedestrian. Good, in the clear. All right, so this should be straightforward. We do just go straight right here. I lost my ticket. I accidentally folded it up, which I shouldn't have. Yeah, this is today's ticket. Okay. So we have a full stop. I feel like that was our go, but that's fine. We do have next right of way, just a bit backed up. All right, so it navigated the parking structure fine so far. We'll see how it does when we actually have to reach the gate and everything. But as far as coming from coming from the second level to the first level, we got there. We figured it out, and the only thing was it wasn't as smart remembering exactly which direction to go. It figured it out eventually, and that's fine. If I were incapacitated, let's say, it would have taken me to the first floor. That's cool. But yeah, not the fastest route. And a bit of traffic, so we might speed this up. Okay, so we're coming up soon. I'm just curious to see how close the car will get me to the little ticket machine. I hope it doesn't take me too far because I wouldn't be able to reach it and pay for it even. But we'll see. I might have to adjust myself. Hopefully I don't have to. Oh yeah, I also have my wallet. Okay, pull me in close to the thing, please. I'm gonna move over because I can't. I don't want to deal with all that. Okay. Okay, start self-driving. Nice. Waited for the clear. And there's a stop sign, so we're gonna go around. Okay. The only intervention I had to do getting out of the parking garage was pull in a little bit closer. Unfortunately, I have short jeans, so if I had long arms and a long body, maybe I could reach that. But I had to manually move in, pull in a little bit closer. But then I started full self-driving once the gate opened, and it's doing good. We have we could have gone there. And we have this car backing out, safe stop here. I don't know. We could turn on that side of the road, but it decided, hey, I think that's blocked off. It's not. It wasn't blocked off. And now this guy put on his hazards. We're gonna move around him. But there is another exit around this Goodyear. There should be. It's gonna make this left. There we are. We found it. And then we should be on our merry way. So I will continue the video up until about the freeway. This is the same thing like I did in the previous video. So we have some cross traffic here. It's gonna wait patiently. But yeah, so most of it will be sped up, and I will chime in just in case there is anything of note here. But that was a very good safe pull into the oncoming traffic. All right, I'll let it get to the highway. right, that's not our stop sign, so I will press my accelerator a little bit there, tapped it there. It was a yield, not a full complete stop. Always pay attention. So that was one instance where I did not, it wasn't a full-on intervention, but still, I had to input when I don't want to input. But okay, we're still learning. Updates are rolling out constantly. We're on the freeway. Okay, and we're Mad Maxing it. But this Audi wants to Mad Max it more. All right. Well, thanks for watching. That was just another addition to the video of getting out of that parking garage. Otherwise, I'll leave it here. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.